Welcome to the Winbert Digital Inclusion Program. Your CV is often the first impression a potential employer has of you, and a well-prepared CV can significantly increase your chances of securing an interview. However, simply having a CV is not enough. You need to understand how to present your skills, qualifications, experience, and achievements in a way that matches the requirements of the job you want. This course, How to Use Your CV to Get the Job You Want, will equip you with practical strategies for using your CV as a powerful tool to attract employers, demonstrate your value, and position yourself as a strong candidate. By the end of this course, you should be able to 1. Identify the essential elements of an effective CV and understand how to structure and present your qualifications, skills, experience, and achievements professionally. 2. Tailor your CV to a specific job opportunity by identifying key requirements in a job description and aligning relevant skills, experience, and accomplishments with them. 3. Use your CV strategically to increase your chances of getting interviews by avoiding common CV mistakes, highlighting your unique value, and presenting information in a clear and compelling manner. Module 1. How to identify the essential elements of an effective CV and understand how to structure and present your qualifications, skills, experience, and achievements professionally. An effective CV is more than a document that lists your education and employment history. It is a professional marketing tool designed to communicate your suitability for a particular job. Employers and recruiters often receive many applications for a single position, meaning that your CV must quickly communicate who you are, what you can offer, and why you deserve to progress to the interview stage. A strong CV should therefore be clear, relevant, accurate, professional, and easy to read. The first essential element of an effective CV is your personal and contact information. This should normally include your full name, professional email address, phone number, and location. Your email address should be professional. An address such as johnsmith@gmail.com is more appropriate than an informal address such as bigbyjohn@gmail.com. Depending on the role and country, you generally do not need to include unnecessary personal information such as your religion, marital status, national identification number, or extensive personal details unless specifically required. A strong CV should also contain a professional profile or summary. This is a short paragraph that introduces you to the employer and highlights your professional background, key strengths, relevant experience, and career value. For example, rather than writing, "I am hardworking and looking for a challenging job," an applicant could write, "Results-driven customer service professional with 4 years of experience managing client relationships, resolving customer complaints, and improving service delivery. Skilled in CRM systems, communication, and customer retention, with a proven ability to maintain high customer satisfaction." Another important element is your education and professional qualifications. List your most relevant and recent qualifications first, including the name of the institution, qualification obtained, and relevant dates. Professional certifications, licenses, and specialized training should also be included where they strengthen your suitability for the position. For example, an applicant applying for an accounting position may highlight an accounting degree alongside certifications or professional training relevant to finance and accounting. Your work experience should demonstrate not only where you have worked, but also what you accomplished. A common mistake is to create a CV that merely lists responsibilities. Employers are more interested in evidence of contribution and results. For example, instead of writing "responsible for managing social media accounts," a stronger statement would be "managed 3 company social media platforms and increased monthly engagement by 45% within 6 months." The second example gives the employer measurable evidence of performance. Your skills section should contain skills that are relevant to the position. These may include technical skills, digital skills, communication, leadership, project management, customer service, data analysis, or other job-specific competencies. Avoid creating a long list of generic skills without evidence. If a job requires Excel proficiency, for example, demonstrating how you used Excel to analyze financial data is more convincing than simply stating Excel among 20 other skills. Your CV should also highlight achievements, particularly those that demonstrate measurable impact. Achievements can include increasing sales, reducing costs, improving processes, successfully completing projects, receiving recognition, training employees, or solving significant organizational problems. For example, a sales professional might state, "exceeded quarterly sales target by 28% and generated $15 million in additional revenue." This immediately communicates value more effectively than simply stating, "responsible for sales." The structure and presentation of your CV are equally important. Use clear headings, consistent formatting, readable fonts, appropriate spacing, and bullet points where necessary. Organize information logically, usually beginning with your contact details and professional profile, followed by skills, experience, education, certifications, and other relevant sections. Keep the document focused and avoid unnecessary information. A recruiter should be able to identify your most important qualifications quickly. Consider the case of two candidates applying for a marketing position. Candidate A submits a 5-page CV containing every job they have ever held, lengthy paragraphs, unrelated hobbies, and several formatting inconsistencies. Candidate B submits a 2-page CV highlighting relevant marketing experience, measurable campaign results, digital marketing skills, and qualifications that directly relate to the vacancy. Even if both candidates have similar experience, Candidate B's CV is more likely to capture the recruiter's attention because it communicates relevance and value clearly. Finally, an effective CV must be accurate and tailored. Never exaggerate qualifications, invent experience, or provide false information. Before submitting your CV, compare it with the job description and adjust the content to emphasize the qualifications and achievements most relevant to that particular position. Proofread carefully for spelling, grammar, dates, formatting, and consistency. Your CV should present a truthful and professional picture of your capabilities. Module 2, How to tailor your CV to a specific job opportunity by identifying key requirements in a job description and aligning relevant skills, experience, and accomplishments with them. Tailoring your CV to a specific job opportunity means adjusting your CV so that it directly reflects the requirements, responsibilities, skills, and expectations of the position you are applying for. A common mistake among job seekers is to create one general CV and send exactly the same document to every employer. Although this may save time, it can significantly reduce the chances of being shortlisted. Employers want to see evidence that your background is relevant to their particular vacancy. A tailored CV therefore makes it easier for recruiters to recognize your suitability. The first step is to carefully study the job description before changing your CV. Read the vacancy more than once and identify the qualifications, technical skills, soft skills, years of experience, responsibilities, certifications, and personal qualities the employer considers important. Pay particular attention to words and phrases that appear repeatedly. For example, if a vacancy for an HR officer repeatedly mentions employee relations, recruitment, HR reporting, and HRIS, these should immediately become areas you consider highlighting in your CV if you genuinely possess those competencies. It is also important to distinguish between essential and desirable requirements. Some job descriptions specify requirements that candidates must have, such as a particular qualification, professional certification, license, or minimum number of years of experience. Others are desirable qualities that could strengthen an application but may not be mandatory. Understanding this distinction helps you prioritize the most important information instead of giving equal attention to every requirement. After identifying the key requirements, compare them with your own skills, experience, qualifications, and achievements. Create a mental or written matching exercise. What does the employer want, and what evidence do I have that demonstrates I can deliver it? For example, suppose a company is looking for a business development executive who can generate leads, manage client relationships, prepare proposals, and achieve sales targets. If your previous role involved generating 300 qualified leads, managing corporate accounts, preparing business proposals, and exceeding your quarterly sales target by 20%, those experiences should be prominently presented. Your employment history should be rewritten where necessary to emphasize relevant accomplishments rather than simply listing responsibilities. Consider an applicant who previously worked as a customer service officer and is applying for a sales position. Instead of simply stating, responded to customer inquiries, the applicant could write, managed an average of 80 customer inquiries weekly and identified cross-selling opportunities that contributed to a 15% increase in monthly product sales. This reframes existing experience in a way that demonstrates commercial value relevant to the new position. Keywords from the job description can also help your CV pass through applicant tracking systems, ATS, used by many organizations to screen applications. If the job description requests project management, stakeholder engagement, and Microsoft Excel, and you genuinely have those skills, use those terms naturally in your CV. However, applicants should never insert keywords simply to manipulate an automated system. Every claim should accurately reflect their actual experience and competence. Consider the scenario of two candidates applying for a digital marketing officer position. Candidate A's CV states that she has good communication skills, computer knowledge, and marketing experience. Candidate B states that she managed Google and social media campaigns, analyzed campaign performance using digital analytics tools, produced marketing content, and increased online leads by 35%. Candidate BS CV provides stronger evidence because it connects specific experience and measurable results with the requirements of the role. Tailoring your CV does not mean inventing experience or changing facts. If you do not possess a required qualification or skill, you should not falsely claim that you do. Instead, identify transferable skills and relevant experiences that demonstrate your ability to learn or perform related responsibilities. For example, someone without direct project management experience may highlight experience coordinating events, managing deadlines, organizing teams, tracking budgets, and communicating with stakeholders if these are genuinely part of their background. Finally, review your tailored CV before submitting it. Ask yourself whether a recruiter can quickly identify why you are suitable for the position. Remove irrelevant information, prioritize the most relevant achievements, check that your keywords accurately reflect the vacancy, and proofread the entire document. Your objective is not simply to submit a CV. It is to make a convincing connection between what the employer needs and what you can offer. Module 3, How to use your CV strategically to increase your chances of getting interviews by avoiding common CV mistakes, highlighting your unique value, and presenting information in a clear and compelling manner. Your CV should not be treated as a document you prepare once and send to every employer. It is a strategic career tool that should position you as a strong solution to an employer's needs. The ultimate purpose of a CV is to create enough interest for the recruiter to invite you to an interview. To achieve this, your CV must communicate your professional value quickly, clearly, and convincingly while avoiding mistakes that could cause your application to be rejected. One of the most important strategies is to highlight your unique value proposition. Your unique value is the combination of your qualifications, experience, skills, achievements, knowledge, and personal strengths that makes you particularly suitable for a role. Instead of simply saying that you are hardworking or passionate, demonstrate what you have achieved. For example, a sales professional could state, exceeded annual sales targets by 25% and generated $30 million in new business. This gives an employer evidence of performance rather than an unsupported personal claim. Your CV should also have a strong professional profile that immediately communicates your value. The profile should be relevant to the position and should summarize your experience, major strengths, and professional achievements. Avoid vague statements such as, I am seeking a challenging opportunity where I can utilize my skills. Instead, a candidate could write, results-oriented HR professional with 5 years of experience in recruitment, employee engagement and talent management, with a record of improving recruitment turnaround time and supporting workforce development. Another strategic approach is to prioritize relevance. Recruiters may spend only a short amount of time initially reviewing an application, so important information should be easy to find. Place your most relevant qualifications, skills, experiences, and achievements where they are likely to receive attention. Unrelated work experience should not dominate the CV. If you are applying for a project management role, for example, your experience coordinating projects, managing budgets, meeting deadlines, and communicating with stakeholders should receive greater emphasis than unrelated responsibilities. Avoiding common CV mistakes is equally important. These include spelling and grammatical errors, inconsistent formatting, excessive length, poor organization, inaccurate information, unprofessional email addresses, irrelevant personal information, unexplained employment gaps, and generic descriptions. A CV containing several spelling mistakes may create the impression that the candidate lacks attention to detail, even if the person is highly qualified. Another common mistake is listing responsibilities without demonstrating results. Compare managed a team of employees with supervised a team of 12 employees and improved monthly productivity by 18%. The second statement gives the employer a clearer understanding of the candidate's impact. Whenever possible, use numbers, percentages, financial values, timeframes, volumes, or other measurable indicators to demonstrate results. The CV should also be clear and professionally presented. Use consistent headings, readable fonts, appropriate spacing, concise bullet points, and a logical structure. Avoid excessive graphics, decorative fonts, unnecessary colors, or complicated layouts that make the document difficult to read. A professionally presented CV allows recruiters to focus on the candidate's qualifications rather than struggling to understand the document. Consider a candidate applying for an administrative manager position. Her original CV says she handled office administration and supported management. After reviewing her achievements, she discovers that she coordinated meetings for senior executives, managed office suppliers, reduced stationery expenses by 15%, and introduced a digital filing system. Presenting these achievements makes her CV significantly stronger because it demonstrates initiative, efficiency, cost control, and organizational ability. Finally, every CV should be reviewed before submission. Read it from the employer's perspective and ask whether it clearly answers 3 questions. What can this person do? What evidence shows that they can do it? And why should I invite this person for an interview? Check the CV against the job description, remove irrelevant information, confirm that all dates and facts are accurate, and proofread carefully. A strategic CV does not guarantee an interview, but it significantly improves the candidate's ability to capture attention and communicate professional value. We have now come to the end of this course. Thank you.